What is up, guys? Welcome to this video. So in March of 2013 I uploaded my very first YouTube video. I would have been 15 at the time. This is of course the Transit of Venus video that I did of the rare event that year, where basically, as you can see here, I just took a camcorder, I put some of those solar lens over it, and I filmed without any kind of tracking. I had to do tracking myself, the sun, and then sped it up a whole lot. Oh my gosh. I was such a kid. Look at this. I was such a kid back then. What is any of this? What? Oh, I miss you, old me. So yeah, ever since then, I've just been kind of doing all kinds of junk here on the YouTubes. But today, guys, I thought it'd be fun to go back and review some of my oldest videos. I don't think I'll be able to do like one in an entire all of them in one video, but I thought it would be fun just kind of go through and react to some of those old moments of the history of me on YouTube before we switched over here to do much more mature videos. So if we go back to the Homeschool Nerd show, which is all the reviews I used to do, you'll notice a lot of these videos are privatized now, for good reason. Basically, I didn't want all these terrible videos showing up. Although they do show up here, but that's just because there's like, what? 17 old reviews. So yeah, this video is gonna focus on these private videos, the episodes of Homeschool Nerd show, just going through them. And we're going to go through the rest of these a different time, because I do want to go through them at some point, because I think there's some special moments in there. But for now, we're going to stick to the really old ones. This will be like part 1 of 3, I think. But in order to see them, we're going to have to switch accounts. Going to Homeschool Nerd, 1,310 subscribers. OMG. Alright, here we go. Starting with Refracted Glory. The internet's so slow. So this is Refracted Glory. It is literally, it was just someone that I basically wrote articles for a site called the Creation Club. You can actually see it now if you want to look it up. So this is the Creation Club. It's just basically it's a thing. It's a thing I did at a point. Obviously now I don't write articles on here because A, I don't have time, and B, I'm not interested in researching science that revolves all around disproving science so that you can support your own religious beliefs. It's kind of a whole thing. But it was just a lot of blog posts. We posted some of the Crazy Stormy Now podcast back in the day, and yeah. Some of these he did feature on their site, which I think is cool. Here's one. Let's read through this one. Ever since I started blogging back in 2009, there's been 2 uncertainties constantly nagging at me. One is a fear of being wrong online, which we discussed in the first episode of Homeschool Nerdcast, and the other is a feeling of incompetence because of my lack of experience and credentials. I can't help but feel like every time someone watches one of my videos or reads an article I wrote, they're judging me. Like the whole time they're thinking inside, what right do you have to give me advice? Where's your PhD? Where's your paper in the science journals? You haven't even gone to college yet. Do you really think... Oh, I never went to college. Man, I'm such a loser. I even had this question supposed to be on my Facebook page, which I replied that I was working on them. But because this feeling of incompetence has been bothering me recently and blah blah blah, I decided to defend my claim as a scientist. Okay, here we go. Here's a question. Is being wrong really wrong? Obviously, when it comes to major things like whether God exists or the evolution is a lie, I have no fear of being wrong. Like, wow, Vinny, wow. Alright, here's another one. It's all about perspective. There's a constant war going on between creationists and evolutionists today. Many Christians think that we could just give the atheists proof of God's existence. They would see the truth and believe. When I was younger, I also thought that this creation versus evolution battle could be won with more proofs. More proofs. Good one. Good one. Proofs. It's like, why don't they take us seriously? I'm not gonna read the whole article. The general gist of it is just that, which I still agree with this. The basis of the article now is all about when you're a Christian, you're at this perspective that you're seeing everything through the lens of Scripture, through the lens of your beliefs. And when you're an evolutionist or a scientist, even, typically scientists do their best to not have a lens. Obviously there is a factor that when we consider origins, we've got to consider like, if assuming evolution is true, we're going to expect certain things about the world. Literally, it's just taking the same facts, the same worldview, and seeing through it completely differently. Yeah, I'm definitely not a writer at heart. Aside from like when it comes to videos and writing songs and everything. But anyway, back to Refraction Glory.
Hey everybody, it's Vinny Hard here,
gosh.
aka Dude Mike Duende. Welcome to Homeschool Nerd.
Welcome to
So
Homeschool
today,
Nerd.
I'm finally doing my first
Oh
review on
my
my
gosh.
channel. Not of a game, believe.
Oh, dude, turn off your computer. You don't need it. So chubby.
But of a documentary. See, a documentary. Refracted Glory, a DVD.
I can't do this, guys. It's so bad. What even? Okay, why did I bring up Flappy Bird? I want to know.
Time you play Flappy Bird, I'm traveling up to 50 miles per hour. Think about that next time you play Flappy Bird. Shoot. All in all, hummingbirds are amazing. And I haven't even gotten to cover their lung system or their vision.
Right. Basically, this documentary is just like, look at how complicated this creature is. No way evolved over millions of years. Jesus. I always forget how old I was when I started. And I was just like, wow, I was 17 at this point. What am I doing? Still using this intro that I made in Blender.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Vinny Hard here, aka.
Oh, good. He turned off the computer. Round of applause for my boy me. Look at him. He's got the hair swoosh going on. He's put a microscope in the background to look intelligent. He's got the Jesse LaFleur poster going on. He's got this. Oh, I filled up like this thing hoping to get 1,000 subscribers. Oh, it was such slow going. Oh, why YouTube? Why do you treat me like this? Why do you hate me?
Duende. Welcome to Homeschool Nerd.
Hey, Vinny, what are we doing? Is this the 100 subscriber goal?
No, Joe, that was last. We're at 150 subscribers now.
Oh boy, 150 subscriber goal?
Acting.
So here at Homeschool Nerd, we're all about finding ways that technology can be used to bring glory to God. One of those ways is, of course, Christian
We're not. Incidentally, we're not. We're not.
movies. There are so many Christian movies out there, whether they're...
Okay, we get the point. We want to do a Christian game. It turns out that the captain of this boat, calling it a ship just seems a little generous to me. Well, since apparently maps are old-fashioned, we're just going to use Grandpa's travel journal. You know, the book that was a Bible in the original one. It was also in the bottle. It's so much they changed about that game that I was just like, well, you ruined my jokes that I had planned. Why are you doing this? I think part of it is, I know I'm getting on a tangent, but if you look here, okay.
She is with a really...
Yeah, see, you can see the shirt is really low cut versus the other image. Yeah, here, let me...
Kate seems to have changed throughout the game's production.
Yeah.
Like here's her in one shot with a buttoned-up shirt and exaggerated shoes. Now she is with a really low-cut shirt, but she doesn't have any... You know, it's a kid's game. Let's just forget it.
I like the in a video where I'm like, we're all about bringing God glory through technology. Also titties. But you know what? You can't call me out on this, guys, because gosh dang it, God created boobies. I just realized I'm saying titties a lot in this video. I'm afraid of people getting me in trouble. Oh well. All right, so this next one is Marius Missing. This was published March 2nd, 2015. I believe this was the first March More Mayhem, and this was basically the only video release for it. But
Vinny, we gotta wake up. We gotta make a video for next Monday.
What time is it? What are we doing?
It's almost 12 o'clock in the afternoon.
look at my hair. It's like I could never get my hair to really go right. Because Mom always told me to comb it down and looking very nice. And I was just like, it doesn't want to do that once I got older. But, so yeah, this is like that middle period where it's just like, crazy hair, fine. Epic.
But I'm just real.
Almost 2 minutes of boring, dragging narration before we finally get to the
way of
review
looking at educational games.
of Mario's Mission.
One, we ask, is the plot engaging? Because that's what
Why would you ask that with an You're such an idiot, Fetty. You suck. You're the worst. You know, I used to think that, like, oh, now that I'm like 16, 17, that's like when you kind of feel grown up. But no, I don't feel like I really grew up till I was probably 20, 21. Which is dumb to say. But, like, you know, until then, I always worried about what other people thought of me. I still am super self-conscious. But, I don't know. I always thought, like, oh, I'm mature enough that it used to work. But I feel like the best YouTubers are the ones that started when they're 19 because they actually had a grasp on reality and kind of a more firm stance. Whereas these kids, it's just like, check out my millions of dollars. All right, let's move on. God's Not Dead review.
So, I'm gonna be completely upfront in this review. God's Not Dead is not good.
Way to get to the point, like, right away. Right off the bat. I'm proud of you, me. You're learning. You're learning to stop dragging on, even though this video is 17 minutes. I did, like, a revisit one where I tried to be fast. I was just like, it's hard to describe the plot of this film because there's, like, 10 different subplots going on.
I'm dying.
No wonder this got copyright.
Newsboys? I love the Newsboys! Let's go.
He's dead. Let's get out of here.
I loved using like CDI and Homestar Runner references in film reviews back in the day. I was never very good at it because I was like, oh, that's not what I thought. I forgot. I'm so sad. You can hear in the background silverware being...
Check me in the comments.
So
I'm a
bad.
critic. This is my job.
I don't know. This is gonna be hard to wrap up this entire story's plot. Wait, that's it. You could wrap the entire thing.
Joe, it would be my honor to get rid of all your fans.
Let's do this.
Yeah, Josh was in trouble. As soon as he arrived, he might not make it out of college alive. He went to the church to try to find some cover where he met the cool preacher who just happened to be over.
I'm going to be honest. I cannot rap at all. I love rapping. It's one of my favorite ways of doing music, but I'm not good at it. And this is one of the worst written raps ever. I get what I was trying to do. I wanted to be cool. I wanted to be fun, but it was just a long, dragged out video that's not fun to watch. No one wants to see this. It sucks. It's so bad. Nah, moving on. 2015.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Vinny Harding here,
Excellent.
aka Dude Might Be Duende. Welcome to Homeschool Nerd. So as a kid, I was always pretty good at math. What I wasn't good at
What do we got
was
here?
thinking quickly. And to help with that, I played a couple educational games. One of them being...
I'm pretty good at introducing this one.
This sounds like the work of that yellow three-eyed trash alien.
This game is really blowing my mind with these creative names.
He's yellow, and he's got 3 eyes, and he dumps trash in space. So they call him the Yellow Three-Eyed Trash Alien. It's a very fitting name.
I feel like this is where my reviews, like, they weren't super entertaining yet. But I was at least trying, you know? I was at least trying.
It's good, but I bet I know of a way we can make it even better.
That face.
Well, it looks like...
Oh, if I'd only, like... Oh, I understand now, like, why YouTube never took off, to be honest. I know that sounds dumb to say, but, like, most of these videos were not very entertaining in the long run. They were slow-paced, they were dull, and look, this has 5,000 views. Like, if this had been more interesting, probably more of those would have converted over. There were plenty of videos that did really well, but I don't know. It just didn't work out in the long run. Probably mostly because I tended to not edit my scripts as well as I should have. Just cut out half of what you're doing. Edit it down to where the jokes are, 7 jokes every second. That's what you need to do. That's what you need to do on YouTube. Get these kids to click on more. So yeah, I think that's gonna be it for the this first part with the private videos, the ones that no one will ever see. Thank goodness, because they are not good. But yeah, I remember this doing all these videos was a ton of fun. I learned a lot in there. That's the thing when you have like a channel that you've been doing for so long. you learn so much along the way, but your mistakes are still there. I feel like the mistakes just travel through, and I feel like I don't know how YouTube's algorithm works, but I'm guessing this isn't to say, but I'm guessing that when you have low retention time in a lot of your previous videos, it's going to assume that's going to be the same going forward. I don't know that for a fact. I have no real way to prove that. I just feel like YouTube's not going to suggest the videos from a channel. It's already not doing good. So that was my main reason of moving to a different channel. That, and I just, like I said, I wanted a clean slate. But yeah, these reviews were fun back in the day. I can't believe I was proud of them at the time though, because honestly, they need a lot of work. But so did my editing skills, so did my writing skills, so did my speaking skills, and that's something that still needs work. But anyway, yeah, that is it for this video. Let me know if you guys want to see more of these kind of reacting to my old videos. And I'll see you guys tomorrow with some more stuff. Bye bye.